Hello, and welcome to this week's Wellbeing Wednesday stream here on YouTube. Just a reminder that I do other streams. On Monday, I do a stream called, excuse me, Meditation Mondays, and on Tuesdays, I have a stream called Tai Chi Tuesdays. Both of those happen on my Twitch channel, which is Sally HP. And you can find all the resources that I put out here on the internet on my Patreon page, so that if these free resources that I put out are helping you and you would like to show me a little bit of support, it is possible to do so by becoming a Patreon subscriber. It's not necessary, and I don't expect you to, but it would be very welcome. And if my streams and my techniques I teach are helpful to you, then do please feel free to tell other people about the things that I do. Now, I sometimes think I know it would be absolutely wonderful to be able to feel exactly how you need to feel anytime you need to know that you could turn on a feeling literally at the drop of a hat. Well, the wonderful thing is, it is actually possible to do that with a bit of practice. I was taught about a thing called neuro-linguistic programming, which for sanity I will simply call NLP. And NLP is the science of how what you think, what you feel, and how you act all interact. And most of us understand this on one level. We know that if we're feeling good, if we're feeling happy, we will act in a very different way to the way we would if we were feeling sad. Makes sense. And there's a lot of work that has been done into various muscle type things that show that your body and your mind have a muscle memory. Well, you know your body's got muscle memory, but your mind will associate various positions of the muscles with various feelings. If you show a young child little stick drawings of people in various poses, hunched over, standing up, and ask the child to say how they think the person is feeling, they automatically associate standing up tall with feeling confident. And if you want to go into that a little bit more, go onto Google and Google the Wonder Woman stance, and you will find lots of work on there that shows they have done studies about the physiological effects of the Wonder Woman stance. That really does help people feel more confident. Now, when we're children, we are still learning about the world, and when we're very young babies, when something makes us feel good, our face naturally goes into a smile. And a smile involves certain positions of certain muscles in the face. And that reaction to smile when something makes you feel so good becomes so ingrained, it becomes a natural NLP anchor, to the point where you can, if you put your facial muscles in to the position of a smile, you do actually make yourself feel better, because your brain recognizes that position of muscles as being linked with being happy, and it releases all the chemicals associated with being happy. So it is possible to associate a very simple gesture, can be something like that, can be something like touching your ear, can be something like touching the back of your wrist, something that is simple, unobtrusive, that you can do without people looking at you thinking, what on earth is that person doing? You can learn to link that to feeling exactly how you want to feel. Now, if you are plagued with feelings of anxiety, lack of confidence, lots of worry, panic, those states will be associated with certain feelings in your mind. In fact, it's possible to go through a hypnotherapy technique that actually helps break the break the chain that, sort of when you start feeling like this, you automatically start to feel like that, because you can probably identify a cascade of feelings that you associate with a particular not helpful state of mind. But if there is something particular, some feeling, whether it's calmness, confidence, happiness, peacefulness, that you would like to be able to tap into at will whenever you need it, what I'm going to do now is take you through the process of setting your own personal NLP anchor. So, first of all, what is the feeling that you don't want to have? And if there's lots, then probably the first one that came to mind is the most important. Now, can you identify the opposite to that feeling? If you can't identify a specific opposite, can you identify what it would be like to not have that feeling? Because if you know what it's like to feel worried, the absence of that feeling is lack of worry. So hopefully you've now identified a gesture. You've identified the feeling that you don't want to have, and you've identified what you would like to replace it with. Now, the next step is to find a memory of when you felt the way you would like to feel. And if you can't identify a memory, then just use your imagination. Imagine what it would be like to feel exactly the way you want to feel, to counteract the feeling you want to get rid of. And now I'd like to invite you to get yourself settled and comfortable. As long as you can hear me, that's the main thing. Get yourself settled down, comfortable. Maybe take a moment to thank yourself for actually taking the time to do this, showing yourself some love and care, and reminding yourself that you matter. And then I want you to build an image in your mind. Take yourself back to that memory that you've identified, or the imaginary scene that you want to link. And I want you to use your imagination to make the image really bright and really clear. I want you to notice everything that you can see, hear, and feel, especially feel. I want you to really notice the good feelings associated with this image. And I want you to let the colours and the sounds and any smells and all the feelings associated with this memory, this image, become brighter and clearer and stronger. Challenge yourself to see just how bright and clear and strong you can make everything. With every breath, let that image and the feelings associated with it become stronger and stronger and stronger. And then when the image is at it and the feelings are at their strongest, make your gesture. And then open your eyes, bring yourself back to the real world. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Did you enjoy it? Whether you took time to cook yourself a breakfast or whether you just grabbed a piece of toast, you know, it doesn't matter. What did you have for breakfast? Think back. Okay. We're going to go through that cycle a few more times. The cycle is you get the image, you make it strong and clear, you you make the gesture, and then you do what's called a break state. You just open your eyes, let the image go, and bring yourself back to the real world. It's something terribly mundane. So maybe take a sip of water. And then settle yourself down, and we're going to do it all again. So take yourself back to that memory. Or get the image bright and clear in your mind. Really feel the feelings that you want to feel. Imagine them filling the whole of your body from the top of your head down to the tip of your toes. With every breath, let the feeling become stronger and stronger and stronger as the image becomes brighter and clearer. Challenge yourself. Can you make the image twice as bright and twice as clear? And as you do, can you let the feeling become twice as strong? With every breath, let the image clarity and brightness grow stronger, and let the feeling grow stronger and stronger with it. And then when the feeling is so strong, you can't imagine it getting any stronger. Just take one more breath and make it even stronger, and then make your gesture. Okay, bring yourself back. Take a sip of water, stand up, shrug your shoulders, bring yourself back into the real world. And then get yourself settled back down. And get that image bright and clear in your mind again. Really take yourself back to that time when you felt how you really want to feel. Allow the image to become brighter and clearer. Really noticing everything that's there. Noticing the feelings. Noticing how strong the feelings get. As the colours and the brightness and the clarity of your image get stronger and stronger, the feelings will get stronger and stronger too. So just allow the feelings and the image to just become brighter and clearer and stronger with every breath. This time, why not try to double the strength? So with every breath, the feeling associated with this memory becomes twice as strong. Let the feeling build until you think it cannot possibly get any stronger, and then make your gesture. And then bring yourself back to the real world. Okay, what are you planning on having for dinner? What's your next meal going to be? Have you got to prepare it? Are you going to send out for a takeaway? You're just going to grab something, a ready meal out of the freezer? Just think about that for a minute. Think about how you'll enjoy the meal. Maybe stand up, shrug your shoulders, take a sip of water, then get yourself settled down. Take yourself back to that image. Get the image strong in your mind. Make it bright and make it clear. Challenge yourself to make the image brighter and clearer than it's ever been before. And as you do, allow the feeling associated with the image to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Notice how with every breath, that feeling just becomes so strong. Get that feeling through the whole of your body. Feel your body filled with that feeling. Let it become so strong, you almost feel it's going to burst out of your body. It's so strong. And then make your gesture. And then open your eyes. What you're sitting on, is it comfortable? Is it a new chair or a bed, or is it one you've had for a long time that's maybe a little bit worn itself into your body? Just enjoy what it feels like to sit or lie or where you are right now. And really notice the chair, notice the bed. Maybe notice what's going on in the room around you. And then get yourself settled and comfortable. Close your eyes and take yourself back once more to that memory. It should be getting easier now. Take yourself back to that time. Making the memory strong, making the image strong, bright and clear, and making the feelings associated with it stronger and stronger and stronger. Be curious. How strong can you make this feeling? Can you allow it to build up with every breath? So with every breath, that feeling becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. Maybe with every breath, it becomes 10 times stronger. Can you do that? Let the feeling become so strong you feel it cannot possibly get any stronger. And when the feeling is as strong as you can possibly make it, make your gesture. And then bring yourself back to the world. Maybe take a sip of tea or water. Shrug your shoulders, make sure you're comfortable. And then, for the last time, get yourself settled back, close your eyes, and take yourself back to that memory, back to that image that helps you feel how you need to feel. Make the image bright and clear and strong. Make the colours and the sounds and any smells associated with it really bright, really clear. Really imagine you're back there. And as the feelings and sounds and sights associated with the image become strong, let the feeling associated with it start to become even stronger. As you breathe, imagine you're breathing that feeling around your body, filling your body up with that feeling. And with every breath, as the image gets brighter, the feeling gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Make the image brighter and clearer than you've managed to before. Make it so bright and so clear and so strong it's almost dazzling you. And as you do, make the feeling so strong that you have never felt this way before. Make it as strong as you can possibly imagine it, and then bring yourself back to the real world. Now, what we've done there is to associate that gesture that you made with that feeling. Now, it's not going to work overnight. Sadly, I don't have any magic wands that can work overnight. But if that technique is something that you think, yeah, I could use that, then you need to practice it 2 or 3 times every day. The process is take yourself back to the memory, make the memory and the image bright and clear, with the associated feeling becoming stronger and stronger, and then make your gesture, and then break state, bring yourself back to the real world, and then take yourself through that process again, making the gesture when the feeling is at its strongest, and then breaking state. NLP anchors are things that we naturally use. We might not realise it. Our song. If you've ever had an our song is a kind of NLP anchor. And the great and the good use NLP anchors. I was taught the technique by a person who was in the class where Tony Blair was taught an NLP anchor. Have you ever seen Tony Blair give a speech? He touches his cufflink before he starts talking. And that is his NLP anchor. Lots of politicians probably use them. It's a way of being able to tap into how you need to feel at the time that you feel it. And you can have more than one anchor, obviously with a different gesture. So you may need a variety of gestures. So, if you've done this once and it's worked and you're thinking, oh, it'd be really helpful to do it that. If your gesture was with the right hand, then you either need to choose a completely different gesture or make the gesture with the left hand. And you can link it to a different feeling. Your mind is incredibly flexible. You can link almost any muscle position, however subtle, to any feeling that you want to feel if you go through the process often enough. It's a matter of repetition. Being able to feel how we need to feel at the drop of a hat is something that can be very useful. Whether it's panic attacks, whether it's anxiety, whether it's lack of self-esteem, whether it's agoraphobia and getting the courage to walk out through the door. Your muscles can be the key to controlling your mind so that you can do what you need to do. But it does take practice. All the techniques I'd go teach you take practice, because once is not enough. And I often say, if you come into my mindfulness or my Tai Chi sessions, yeah, it's great that you do it with me once a week, but actually the real benefit comes from what you do for yourself every day. And if this technique has resonated with you and you're thinking, yes, that's something I can do, you need to practice it every day. Not for a long period of time. Maybe just go through 1 or 2 repetitions, just practicing, linking your chosen gesture to the feeling that you want to tap into. And if you practice it for 2 to 3 weeks, you will find that it starts to work. And once it's there, it's there. Because that NLP anchor that you set when you were a baby and you were happy and you smiled, it's still there now, however old you are. So, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for caring enough about yourself to want to do something. If you find what I do helpful, do please explore what I do on Twitch. You may find different things there. You will find different things there. If you find what I do really helpful and you're thinking, oh, there's other people that might benefit from this, do please feel free to tell the people what I do. And if you find what I do really, really beneficial to the point where you're thinking, do you know what, I'd like to give her a little bit of support, then please do pop on over to my Patreon page, where for a small sum each month you can actually get access to regular content, or for a larger sum you can have a regular one-to-one session with me. So, take care of yourself. Thank you for watching, and remember, you matter. Namaste.